Perchance to Dream, Game Wolf Plays, Super Metroid. When last we left our hapless heroine, we went to the abandoned ghost ship, but there was no question mark orb to get me to the Bowser world, because that's the wrong game. Oh, right. I just remembered what I was going to do here. Just a little something something. Yeah, it's another Chozo statue that can just be blasted into oblivion, even though they'll respawn back. But they'll also have enough, like, conveyor belt going against you that gives you room to actually run. They want you to shine, Spark! Oh, there we go. Nice. It's, oh. That's most unfortunate. I did not mean that to happen. But that's how you get back down after that madness. Next time I should have just used my X-ray vision. I did just get it not too long ago after all. Oi, be another reserve tank. Okay, there's only one other one then, I guess. We have reserves. Join the reserves today. Yes. Oh, man. I'm having some very productive health stuff going on lately. I don't know, it's like, you know, just because I'm not the doctor doesn't mean I can't really help the doctor. Be surprised. I'm surprised sometimes. I've escaped into the outer place. And there's water. And check it out, I can move in water. Woohoo. So now I don't even have to worry about using the thing. Although, it'd be very funny if you could do some particular things underwater without the gravity suit, but I don't want to think about that right now. Let's clear up the rest of this area, for the most part. Oh, that was pretty much most of the area, huh? Okay, so then I guess we're leaving, or... Oh, no, yeah, we're cleaning up the area. Okay. Because if you kept going further, there would be like another entrance to Meridia, which you can't actually enter that way. You might think you can, but then you'll find out there's a locked event door preventing you from doing exactly that. Which doesn't specifically go down until you beat boss number 3. You know, just in case you were trying to do it a stupid way, or sequence break, you little fiend! No, we have our ways to get through there, Move on up. Get on your seat now. Alright, blast it. Here, catch! You know, rise of the triad. These grappling blocks will disappear if you're on them for too long. They do come back, though, but don't dilly-dally onto your willy-wally. This one's standing up. He's an upstanding Chozo gentleman. He offers you the energy of his people. Well, they're really your people, since Samus is adopted by the Chozo and infused with DNA, so they may as well be their daughter in a sense. There's more on that throughout the series. Although I didn't really need all that background information. Hey, it's pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Because, you know, whenever I try to fill in the lore for a game that's been a franchise since, like, the very early days when things are a bit more abstract, not as set, it's kind of weird. You know, just take these, like, limited actions for granted as if they've always been, like, a thing to aspire to. Such as, like, Mario just having the power of jumping, which, by the way, anyone can fucking do. Or Sonic with the power of running, which, by the way, anyone can do. For the most part. Or anyone with a gun that fires things with a gun. Wow, so original, yeah. But that does lend to a credence as to why there's video games are just pretty much violence or there's guns. Well, I can actually answer the guns part because yeah, I can actually answer why there are so many guns in games in the early days is because, well, actually I'm not really sure why, but I have a theory. And that is, bullets could easily be represented by 1 pixel. So there's a lot of space games where you're just shooting a pixel. Like, really, I think that's really the ticket there. When you fail to have an ability to explain what's going on, sci-fi will work enough. In this area, you have to kill all the things in order to make the doors open. Didn't you know? If you look in the background, you can see all the things that are being studied. All the old projects. Yeah, this is where I keep all my YouTube videos. After I'm done with them. They just get stored up here, never to see the light of day. Molecules? Reminds me of that one Atomics puzzle game. Molecular dysfunction! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I don't need to do this crap again. Thankfully. There's another thing I'm going to get. With my chozo legs. She got them legs, though. Them legs. There we go. Super that missile. Superbly. Yes. Superfluously. Let me use my X-ray to remind myself how exactly this part of the maze works. No way I was going to memorize that. When I don't have to. Getting more missiles. Original content for an original viewer base. Only at Game Wolf Plays. Triumphant music. Here's the part we missed earlier. It's just easier to do if you have a gravity suit. But you can pull it off without gravity suit. I just don't know why you'd want to. I guess you could. I mean, it's not like you're missing out. It is just missiles. Again. I know, I sound so enthusiastic today. Hey, I've had a long week. I'm having a long week. Still. It's fine. It's fine, I swear to me, Jacobs. And all those of you named Jacob. And your ladders. Falling down? No problem. Although, it'd probably be pretty bad if you fell off on the other side without the gravity suit. That would suck the big ones. I mean, there's a way to get out from there, but it is painful. And no, sir, I don't like it. Get those green crabs. Show them who's balls. Going back down. Why? Because got some things to do involving water and cresting. You know what cresting is? I'll leave that to you. Let's go. Oh, okay, so we are going to go to Meridia. Which is a name for... I imagine it's called Meridia because, you know, maritime, underwater naming mechanisms. I'm going over here. Is that where I'm going? I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll get there eventually. Sorry, I got trapped in the plant teeth. You know how much plants love having teeth. Neither do I. Teeth are a detriment to existence. Reject teeth. Embrace... implants. Yes. That's why I think of people getting prosthetics like, okay, you're one step towards becoming cyborg. Or like, you know, in Japan, for like old people, they have like these exoskeletons that help them walk. It's actually really fucking cool. Might I suggest investing that if you happen to be paraplegic? To get one of those exoskeletons to help you walk. Yes, really. I'm so serious right now. You really should look into that. Oh, sure, people will look at you and be like, hey, he thinks he's better than us now that he can walk. But I mean, like, if you actually want to walk, I mean, and you can't. I don't know why you wouldn't take that chance. But my identity, it's like, relax. No one's gonna think, well, I wouldn't think less of you for it. I mean, you're just using the tools available. Now we're underwater, under the sea. Note, you cannot find any Dalmatians under the sea. Alright, well, a number of times I'm going to go around this way just based on how this map works. This is actually the most annoying area for me. Just because of it dragging a bit and forcing me to go around Even if I feel like it'd be easier going in particular parts of the map. Nope, sometimes you just gotta go around. Oh, this music's good, though. The part where you're further in Meridia, I kind of like that. It's kind of ominous. It's got doot-doots in it. Doot-doot-doot! It's also the part where they have what they call Metroids, which are like imperfect Metroid clones, which are very easy to deal with and you should not concern yourself with. Nonetheless, here is the map. It is written, only Samus can defeat Ridley. There we go. That is a big-ass map. Probably the biggest area. Mostly due to the fact that there's just a bunch of pools of water that I have to go through. I'm wondering if there's any particular area in here that doesn't involve water, but I guess unless you go up to the top where you're like at the beach. No. Da-da-da-da. I have to wonder what the Chozo were doing underwater, though. Or anyone for that matter. That is curious. Because you do have to have the proper suit to move around. So, I mean, I get all the wildlife, obviously, but... You know, you just don't go to a planet and be like, ah, shit, if only I had something that makes something work underwater. And that's assuming planets just have water. You know, there could be any kinds of liquids on planets. Planets in the universe are kind of like... It feels like they're randomly generated. You know? All sorts of qualities that don't really help people live. That are just there. Although, most curiously, I've heard of the most possibly inhabitable planets. Obviously very far away, but... I'm trying to remember what their names are. It had to do with a telescope, finding it. There's like these... There's this big-ass galaxy with 3 suitable planets to live on. I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm sure I will remember it. I even had a background of it once, of an artist's interpretation. But I'm really excited for that. I'm surprised no one's talking about it, but I guess I need to bring that up. That there's a possibility of habitable planets. It's just that they're fucking light years away, so I don't know how to... Can't really expedite that without really having warp speed, you know? But yeah, that's the first problem I gotta solve, is the fact that there's just so much distance in space. Never mind the habitable part. I feel like the habitable part is easier once you figure out to just fucking go through space fast enough. And failing that, you know, what would probably end up happening is, like, you know, if Earth gets abandoned, we'll probably have, like, one of those generational ships, like, where each generation is just bored on the ship until they get there. You know, the plot of WALL-E, except more serious. And the fact that, you know, that would assume Earth can get cleaned up, right? Da, 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 da. So, yeah. That was an interesting thing to time. You saw how I had to, like, check where the missile was, so I just lined it up and committed it to memory. And that's a precise movement, I must say. Won't be the first time I have to do something like that in a Super Metroid game. Shit. It's like, solve this puzzle, get the thing. You got the thing, great gerb. When you do that, gerb! Gerb! Going in there. Oh boy, there's these things you can hang on to with your grappling beam. Yay. Well, I hope you like me seeing my swinging powers in a few minutes. Da 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 da. Yeah, this is interesting because you have to know that you can only enter it from the right, which you can't tell from the left side, which means your X-ray vision would fail you from that side. Kind of ingenious. Yep. Being able to enter from places that aren't actually doors. God damn it. How dare you? Only doors can lead you to places of doors. There's a particular type of space pirate I won't be able to deal with until I have the plasma beam, which is in Meridia. So don't worry about that, but I'm just going to bypass them just to get some things while I'm down here. Like, even though I can't kill them, like, I can easily bypass them without having to worry about my health. I mean, I have a lot of health, so, I mean, it's not too big a deal. It's like the second to last tier of space pirates. Oh, sure, knock out an energy bar. I don't care. Knock it off, man. So yeah, there's this, like, turtle and its babies, or something, and we're gonna use this turtle to kind of manipulate where I'm going. Now, I probably could wall jump all the way up there, but it's more fun to do this. Alright, never mind. I guess I could just do it. Can it be done? Oh! Oh well, just take the turtle up. You can definitely do without turtle, though. Hit! Ah, crap. Just line up better. The tortoise. Tortoise power! Okay. Thanks, Gamera, for helping me. Gamera! Yeah, I got that tank energy. There's one more thing in this room. Which means we're gonna have to look closely with our eyeballs. Directly in the sockets. Oh, I like how in the earth shaking that also includes floating platforms. Now, in actuality, you probably could do it like in the turtle, but I've just decided, well, let me just see where that shit is, and then we can, Hey, turtle! I like how the turtle's children looks like Buzzy Beetles. Like, that's totally intentional, right? The buzzard beetles. Buzz off. You know, that turtle has kind of the boss pattern from the first boss of Wario Land. Which should be a clue to you that the same people who develop Wario games are the same people who develop Metroid games. At least the ones that are not WarioWare-ified. I don't know what's up with that either. We are distinctly lacking in Wario platformers, and I'm going to make a note of it to actually provide Wario platforming on this channel. I can at least name 3 really good Wario platformers. What was it? Wario Land 4, Wario World, and Wario Land Shake It, actually. But no, the other first 3 are good too. Although Wario Land 3 is where it's at, because you don't actually die. It's so cool! Who could have guessed these powers that I have? Plus, there's actually a decent ROM hack for Wario Land 4, and, you know, it's on my big-ass to-do list of to-dos. It's a doozy! What they call it, like, Parallel World or something? I'm just like, yeah, easier than Link to the Past Parallel World, because it is. The levels are much bigger, though. Which leads me to wonder if I should, like, do Wario Land 4 videos, like, 1 per level. Or something like that. I probably would. Oh god. There we go. Try to get to the parts where you're not going to fall off. It's better for you that way. And also, don't worry about this too much. Once you get across once, and you get this particular thing, you're not going to worry about this too much anymore. Thank God for those things. So yeah, the background goes a particular way you're underwater, and a different background effect for when you're dealing with, you know, hot stuff in the background. Which is kind of a good MO for determining if you need your Varia or gravity suit, as a matter of fact. Yeah, going somewhere that I want you to know. Gotta hang in this Luftwaffe. Luftwaffen! I'm really considering taking up German, actually. Mostly because it's probably one of the easier languages for me, or more importantly, the way Germany is today kind of lines up with what I like doing, or how I act, which is not a coincidence. That's not to say, oh man, I'm so German, you guys. I'm just saying, there could be some, like, cultural exchanges. Much more than, say, like, many of the Romance kingdoms. I mean, the countries that speak Latin in the Europes, you know, your Spaniards and your Francesers, your Frenchmen. And, yes. Although Portugal is a great mystery, because it's like, it meant nothing until we had a big-ass Brazil, and it's just like, aha, I'm compensating! Compensating for something. But man, did Spain do a number on South America, huh? Didn't you know about those things? that float up in your face. Soup in my missiles. What's going on over here? Moss. Moss is going on. I think maybe you can kill these bottom things, which I'm going to refer to as spinies. Maybe with like power bombs or something. It's not too important. I'm just going to ignore them. They're alright. Some weird navigation. I don't think the X-ray would help you too much here. Even though it should. But if you just move around, I mean, you can get there. It's no big deal. In my field. My field of low. I feel low. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Oh, I see. I'm charging up. I mean, I'm rising up. Thank you, my chemical brothers. Let's rising up. Gonna push the button. That's right. Chemically so. All those chemical buttons which we have for our chemicals. Dun, 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 dun. I like where I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, well, you know, I'm taking supplements and medications now. I'm just like, is my body chemistry gonna be okay? I'm gonna end up like my mother with my own medicine cabinet. I don't know if I like this. I mean, like, most people have medicine cabinets for general use, but I mean, like, the whole medicine cabinet's yours is like, oh no. Oh no! But, you know, I can't downplay the importance of science, so I must imbibe the medicines. So, funny thing, according to my math, a multiple of 10 splits this room in half. So the video is actually going to end here, and I'm going to get the other item in the next video. It's kind of funny. But, you know, I set rules for myself, and that was one of them. Even if it's as silly as just leaving that till later. But, okay. Alright. Man. And underwater shit, am I right, fellas?